Good evening, Rust enjoyers. I hope you're doing alright, because it's time for the Rust Store Showcase, and the Rust Store rotated about an hour ago, so let's go ahead, take a look at all of these skins and figure out which of them are abnormal. So, here we have 9 brand new skins, an interesting batch, and I'm definitely looking forward to a couple of them. I'll explain in a bit. So anyway, let's get a good look at the likes of these. As you can see, the Abyssar is abnormal, this is abnormal, this is not abnormal, this is abnormal, this is abnormal, this is abnormal, this is abnormal, that's not abnormal, this is abnormal. So out of 9 skins, 7 of them happen to be abnormal. So that means we've got 7 skins to chase after next week. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Right, so it is August 8 today, and I'm sure many of you are well aware that the Twitch drops are out now. For the next 10 days, we have 14 brand new Twitch drops to chase after. But let me remind you, you have to watch these specific streamers to get those skins. Understood? I'm sure you're well aware about that by now. But there has been a change recently on Twitch that you might not be fully aware of. Basically, in the past, you could watch those streamers, the streamer skins here, yeah, you could watch them, and you would get progress on the generic drops. You don't anymore. You have to get generic drops separately. And the only way you can get generic drops is to watch someone who's not here, that's currently streaming Rust. You could hop on and say hello to me and watch me on Twitch, if you really want to. But yeah, I'll be dropping the generic drops. So anyone who's not one of those 9 people will also be dropping these, so as long as they have drops enabled. It's as simple as that. So remember, make sure you have a Twitch account that's connected to a Steam account, and you'll be able to get all of these skins for absolutely free. And if you want to get a much better look at the likes of all of these skins, well, please consider going to my YouTube and watch this video right here. I showcase these skins to the absolute best of my ability, showing off all the finer, nicer, shiny details of all of them, and pointing out, you know, all the people who produce those skins. So not only do I have the likes of all the tweets announcing the skins, I've got the workshop links, and I also have tabs. If you just want to skip ahead to a specific skin, it's all there, it's available. Yeah, cool. So, with that, thank you very much. Let's now hop back over to here, and let's start yapping about this brand new Rust Store right here in front of me. Ooh. Right, so, let's just kind of quickly talk about what we see here. So, we've returned to the Neon Collection. Duck's Neon Collection had a bit of a break last week, and we're back in with another garage door. Now, just to remind you, the core door kind of had a pair. What do you mean? Well, if I quickly go over to here, I don't fully know what's going on, but I think Duck's now got a garage door collection being built up. Last week we had Loot Room, which I guess probably is core. No. Well, what I'm trying to get across is maybe it's going to be like the extra subsidiary, like what we had with the lockers. So I'm sure many of you are aware. Surprise, surprise, we've got all the small boxes suddenly, then we delved into the likes of lockers, then we delved into the likes of garage doors, and we got another one now. So maybe we're going to get a batch of these. Cool, I guess. Now, with the acceptance of that, we definitely saw some interesting things happen, but I'll talk more about that in a bit. We've got another AK-47. We've got a collection continuation for the Ultramarine Garage Door that was accepted last week. That ended up doing about 30,000 sales, so very, very needed. And there's one quick thing I should quickly point out to all of you. All of the skins here, they are early picks, except one of them, the double Baguette shotgun. So I'm sure many of you went ahead and watched my Rust Workshop skin checks and already knew about all those skins already. If not, please consider watching my Rust Workshop skin checks. I look at all the brand new skins that appear, and I always add chapters to the collection continuations. Many of you are probably already aware of some of those skins, and you probably already jumped in and bought on some of them. So anyway, cool, that's nice. So yeah, alright, for what it is, I'm not mad. I like these skins. I'm not going to complain. Like, out of all the options for clothing and armor, honestly, the only one that really spoke to me was the Neanderthal Tier 3. So much so they actually put a short video out, like kind of showcasing it right over here, yeah. Because I thought it looked cool, and lo and behold, it was accepted. I would have vouched for the Road Police as well, but Neanderthal is already like an established collection, so alright, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, so feel free to comment below your thoughts in regards to the Rust Store, but I will sit here and say this. There's definitely some skins here that I think actually will be perfectly fine to consider buying. I've already kind of talked over my chat here. Say hello to YouTube, chat. Yay! They're very angry. Right, so let's jump in now. Talk about these skins in order of sales so far, and we'll discuss whether they're looking to be nice investments or questionable. So let's jump in. Let's start yapping about the Neon Core Garage Door. So, as I mentioned just a little bit earlier, like a minute or two ago, there very likely might be a collection of garage doors for the Neon Collection now. It only keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But yeah, garage doors potentially on the way. As I've already mentioned, we potentially could still see Loot Room and Exit Garage Door. Now, I should also point out, I'm still under the impression that we will still eventually get berries and card small box. At some point, I'm guessing Phase Punch will probably send a message saying, Duck, no more neon stuff. We're done now. The summer's over. We can't keep giving you money. But anyway, with what we have going on here, all right, cool. Or is it? Right, so how many garage doors have we had accepted so far this year? And what's currently been given away for free? Yeah, 2 garage doors. There's a lot of garage doors already this year, and we're like only 2/3 of the way. There's expected to be even more. And by default, I would have thought there would have been more regardless, because there's always more garage doors, aren't there? But yeah, these are currently being given away for free. And literally 2 weeks ago, we of course got both of these in the same Rust store. Let me just quickly verify. Yeah, people have been buying these out. The price has started to rise up. Earlier today, this was sitting here around, well, let me just quickly go ahead and find out. This was sitting here at just under $2.50. And this one here, with a lot more listings, earlier today, I believe this was sitting at around $2.20. So they were only slightly below their Rust store price, but they were suffering still. It wasn't looking pretty, but then, of course, we got the continuation. All right, things look better now. Okay, cool, fine. That's okay. Will these actually rise up a lot higher, or will they just kind of stick around their Rust store price? Because the big question was, if we were to see a collection continuation for these garage doors, was the behaviour going to emulate the likes of what we saw, the lockers, and, of course, the fuel storage? So remember this? The full kit locker, when this got accepted, it went all the way up to $5.50. When the fuel storage was accepted, when we saw food being accepted, this went all the way up to $4, didn't it? I don't know if both of these are going up in price very high. But if you did manage to pick up some of these for a cheaper price, maybe wait until the weekend, you know, Saturday at the very least, see how they're performing then consider selling. But regardless, I don't expect much positivity. I reckon maybe at best they'll probably go up to about $3. I will sit here and say, in the further future, I mean, talking in the long term, maybe they do work out quite all right. Because as a whole, with the Neon collection, I can't help but assume there'll still be a lot of collectors, and they'll want all the skins, and eventually, gradually, graciously, it'll slowly rise up in price. I don't think you'll see the prices go anywhere near the prices of the large boxes, which, of course, you know, are kind of absurd. But it will still be a profit eventually. It'll be a long wait, and I don't think everybody's wanting to do that. So at the very least, I will sit here and say, I can't help but assume this is going to end up exactly like most of the small boxes, and of course, the other 2 lockers, where it's going to go below its store price pretty quickly. Yes, there still might be more garage doors being accepted afterwards, but I still don't think it's going to hold up very well. So at the very least, now let's quickly hop in and say hello to the core garage door. I am having a bit of a grind over there, sorry. So yes, get a good look at this. How about we do a little... Yes. So... it's bright, fairly straightforward, and, well, I don't think we can really complain for what it is, but can I ask you, honestly, how many of you are actively going to want to use this? Have a big sign saying, hey, the core's right here. Well, you could use it as a decoy. You could try and trick people. I mean, that might work potentially, maybe, possibly. Let's turn the lights off. There we go. Right, so, get a good look at that. Very nice, very cool. If I could quickly turn around... turn that off. As you can see, the top does glow when it's all nice and rolled up. That's very, very nice. Cool, 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 cool. Close it back down again. Come on, don't be shy. Where are you? Come on, close. There we go. I don't know why it's taking so long there. So, for what it is, perfectly fine. It's just, yeah, it's very likely only going to get held up with the likes of its collection, you know. Needs all that support, you see. Right then, so, get a good glance at this. Very nice. A lovely piece of work from Mr. Duck. But are people going to actively want a full fat collection of garage doors? It will be a first, I guess. I can't imagine... I don't think we've had another garage door collection in the past, have we? I remember room door collection, but that only had 1 garage door. No, it didn't have any. We had the double door with the sheepman door, the other sheepman door, and that was it. Do you remember exit door, furnish room, and loot room double door? That was it. That's the best thing I can compare to. But... I don't think this will hold up very well. Chat, you could sit there and tell me if you're going to actively want to use this in your base. As I said, maybe you might be able to trick some people. My core's actually over there. You get the idea. We'll see. We'll see. All right? But yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would probably just prefer the Twitch drops that are being given out for free. So maybe this doesn't sell that much. But you might remember, with the likes of the full kit locker, that did like 40,000 sales, and then the next one, the hazmat locker, did like half, and the hazmat locker still went lower, ended up with a lot more quantity on the Steam market. So be prepared. With the likes of the small boxes, with the likes of the lockers, and potentially with the likes of this as well, even if this sells less than compared to likes of the up and the down garage store, it still might end up with a lot more listings. People buying this with the pure intent to sell. If there's far too many of them, unfortunately, it very likely will suffer very quickly. And by default, yeah, around October time, I wouldn't be surprised if this goes below its rust price. So let's just quickly go back down again from the top. Why don't we have a little bit of dusk? There we go. And just rise up and appreciate. So it's a perfectly fine looking garage door. If you like it, by all means buy it, use it, enjoy it, support that skin creator, keep them nice and motivated to keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future. But in terms of, am I going to jump in and make an investment now? Honestly, I'd rather just wait until Wednesday. That right there, it is abnormal, alright? So, it's the usual spiel, but it's the safest option, and that tends to be the best option. So with that, hey, it's cool, but let's move on to the next skin. So, we'll wait till Wednesday, see what the sales look like, then we'll question it. Moving on, the Bird of Luck AK-47. Right, so this is another Sun Art skin. They're always putting out some very nice, cool-looking designs. It was the 1 week they didn't have a little GIF showcasing the development of the skin. That kind of annoyed me, but then it got accepted, so it's whatever, it's fine, it's fine. Right then, get out of my life. I'm going to go quickly take a look at the likes of this AK-47. Let's go get the lights on, show it in the sun, and get a good look at that. Oh yeah, right. A lovely peacock feather style design, looking ever so nice, colourful. I think it was supposed to look more like a bird of paradise, but it's, you know, it's quite literally the peacock feathers. I might be wrong. If I'm ignorant, feel free to correct me. But yeah, aim down the sight, perfectly fine looking, fairly dark looking red aim sight, should be fine. Now I know a lot of people are probably asking, Hedge, what does it look like at night time? And I don't think you can see that very well. You can vaguely see the skin, but yeah, just use an aim sight, mate. Or use, Kovacs or, Crossfire. It's up to you. They're not very expensive. Anyway, so let's go over to here real quickly. And strike pose. Oh, yes. We're going to get the absolute fine-looking looks of this. And here we go. Right, nice and up close. Look at the sheen. Look at the coloration. Very nice and beautiful. Yes. Now, you're going to probably sit there and say, okay, so is that looking to be a perfectly fine investment then? Well, no. Guys, you got Falcon's AK, you got Tura's AK coming out at the moment. They are absolutely awesome. And they're free. This is $3. I kind of get the feeling this and probably all the other skins this week might not sell too much. Now, that's just a hunch. I'm not going to sit there and say that with 100% confidence. At the very least, I'd still wait for the first 24 hours of sales to get a good outlook of how things potentially might end up at. Also, this roster was fairly late compared to previous weeks. But what I see here, it's a cool looking AK. Look, not everything has to be an investment. If you like what you see, just buy it for yourself and enjoy it, alright? Appreciate it. But if you're looking to probably buy 100 of them, yeah, you're probably better off with a buy order. We know how AK-47s tend to behave. Hopping out of here real quickly, we can take a look at that right now. So, all the AKs so far this year, I believe only 2 are doing alright at the moment. So far this year, we have received 29 AK-47s. Now, just to kind of get the point across, last year, in total, in 2023, we had 44 AK-47s. 44. That is absurd. Yet, with what we currently have going on over here, if we're in the first week, or technically speaking, the second week of August, you're probably looking at maybe another 15 or so weeks of this year, maybe 16. Okay. Oh, wow, that went quick. Anyway, there's very likely potentially going to be an AK being accepted at least every other week. We might not reach up to 44, but the point is we have far too many skins in total regardless. This is selling at $3. If I did this, highest price based on $3, it's already like in the upper quarter. Yeah. So that means every other AK below this is much more affordable. And at certain points, you might be able to buy 3 of these instead of that AK up there. I'm very sorry to say, but I don't expect that to retain its value. Most AKs in general, it don't hold up very well. So let's just go take a look at some of the more expensive AKs that we've received this year and see how they're currently holding up now. Right, so that only just became marketable, so we can't count that. So you sold for $2, meh, $2. Let's look for $3. All right, $3.49. The Royal Safari AR. $3.49 in a Rust store, now it's selling for $1.11, even after we got the Tier 3 armor accepted. No, don't matter. The Cell AR, $3.49, 87 cents. Well, that happened. Oh dear, oh dear. MK Ultra, $3, $1.89. You've also got the likes of the Black Diamond AK-47, sold for $4.49. It's actually in the positive. With the recent Tier 3 armor, it definitely appreciated that. That's nice, that's cool. Then you look at the likes of the inflatable AR, $2.99, $1.40. Thunder Gold, $3.49. It's now sitting there at $4. Not every single AK went down very badly, but the vast majority did. So looking at this, even though it looks very pretty, and I do like it, I will sit there and say that I can't help but assume I'll be able to pick it up for a cheaper price. There will be more AKs. It's inevitable. And very likely you'll be seeing some very cool AKs coming out soon eventually. Also, don't forget, you know, the holiday seasons as well. You're going to probably see a very cool looking Halloween skin, a very cool looking Christmas skin, a Thanksgiving one maybe? Who knows? We'll see anyway. Turkey AK. Anyway, oh shoot, stuffing. I have ideas. Anyway, moving on. It's going to go down in price. We'll see how much it sells by next Wednesday, because of course next Wednesday we'll be doing the abnormal barders, and we'll be discussing what prices we might want to offer for it based on the sales it has, but I can't help but assume I'll just be doing a buy order. Safest option tends to be the best option. It's abnormal. We can use that to our advantage. And if you don't fully understand what abnormals are, please consider watching my most recent Rust Abnormal Barders video for August 8, right here. Consider watching the first 5 minutes, then skip ahead, look in the chapters, skip ahead to the barders, and you'll basically understand how everything works. Abnormal skins become marketable before the Rust store even rotates. It's a useful advantage to have, and in most cases it helps us out a lot, especially when we want to invest into skins. So overall, absolutely fantastic work there, Sunart. But yeah, as an investment, with the financial perspective, I have to wait it out a little bit longer. But keep up the good work. I want to see more. Especially deplorables. If you could turn it into a deplorable collection as well, that would be really, really, really cool. So, alright then. So, with that, we can hop back over to here and figure out what the next skin is, and that will be the Neanderthal Tier 3. Okay, okay. Let me just go quickly put these away so I can be nice and clean from my back. I don't want to have any smelly weapons on. Sorry. But you know what I mean, I don't want to have everything like being covered up. So just to confirm, I am wearing the hide clothing as well with this. I already showed this off in a short video early this week, and here we are. We have the first transparent face mask in all of this year. Yes, I might be a bit silly to bring that up constantly, but we got a very cool creative idea. Now, in the short video I said saber-tooth cat, saber-tooth tiger, saber-tooth kitty cat. Anyway, you get the idea, you know what I was on about, but the big fangs right there, that is looking really cool. Fangs? No, you want to say canines? Yeah, we'll go with that. Canines. Big teeth. Anyway, that's looking pretty sweet, and I really do like the design of the chest plate here. All these bones tied up. Pretty cool primitive theme. And on the horizon, by default, we can now anticipate the arrival of hoodie and pants and tier 2 armor, if Face Punch wants to accept it. If. So let's just quickly, and well, get a better look at the likes of that. Let the colours stand out ever so nicely. Yeah, that's looking very nice. But yeah, I'm wearing hide clothing with this. And I get the feeling you probably don't want to do that. Well, you might still do it eventually, but it's up to you. But you get the idea. So, oh, what's that there? Got a little hole. Oh dear. Anyway, with that, by default, I can anticipate some nice potential things happening. It's a matter of will Face Punch allow it? Will Zinc get it done in time? Zinc, the skin creator, so let's just quickly hop over to here and get the point across. He's kind of juggling multiple collections at the moment. What are you talking about? Well, he happens to be the guy behind the likes of the Ice Eye collection as well. And Pineapple, apparently. But yeah, he's done Toxic Wolf and Fireflies. He has a lot of things. Do not be surprised if he takes a while until he puts out Tier 2 and hoodie and pants. He might want to just wait it out a little bit longer, then release it, alright? And that's fine, you know. As of now, you've got the likes of Royal Safari, you've got Black Diamond, you've got Commando, and you've got Neanderthal as active clothing and armor collections to look forward to. That's fine. But if he instantly rushed out everything, it would all compete with each other. And there'll be a lot less likely chances of that being accepted. It's up to Zinc how he goes about it, but I will not be surprised in the slightest if we potentially see another Ice skin probably being produced, or something else. Much like how I talked about with Bad Trip last week, so certain skin creators like to take their time. They like to put quality into their work, and it shows. So with what I see here, awesome looking skin, spectacular theme there, Mr. Zinc. Keep up the good work, and let's see what potentially happens in the future with the likes of this. I want to see more core pieces, because I know by default we will see spikes in demand and spikes in price. So let's just wait and see how much this sells. As of now, it's been like an hour and a half with the brand new Rust Store out, and this currently has under 1,000 subscribers. I don't think it will sell too much. And let's just remind all of you, when we had that poncho and bandana not too long ago, that didn't sell that much either. That did, oh my, just under 6,000 subscribers each. I should point this out as well. All the Neanderthal clothing, even though it's primitive, it all got bought out today. Now, funnily enough, this is still below its Rust Store price. The hide clothing, even though it's got like hardly any listings, yeah, it's still below its Rust Store price. This sold in a Rust Store for $1.49, and it's still slightly below. I know, silly, isn't it? But that's just the way things are, apparently. Oh, yeah. Hey, go grab some if you can, you know, it's still cheap. Right then, cool. So Neanderthal, I have potentially nice high expectations for you. You're both abnormal. We'll wait till Wednesday. We'll look at the sales. We'll make considerations. We'll see what Zinc produces over the course of this weekend. Maybe he instantly jumps in and does hoodie and pants in tier 2. We shall see, but got to keep an eye out. So remember, keep an eye on the workshop. Ooh. Right then, so let's move on to the next skin. Ultramarine Large Box. Okay, let's go hop over to there. Goodbye, me. You're pretty, but not pretty enough, for we have the most in-demand skin from the past week. And you might be sitting there and saying, how do you know that? Well, I'll hop out of here. If you were to look at the description of this video right now, you'll see a link to micro522.com. This is a website that showcases to you all the upvotes to downvotes and, you know, the overall scores based on what Steam is keeping track of with the workshop. In short, you can see right there all the skins from today's Rust Store. This was like a snapshot. So at the specific moment these skins were accepted, it saves it and it puts it here in the accepted section. You could see that every single skin was mostly wanted. The upvote to downvote ratio was very good for them. And you might notice the Ultramarine Large Box, if I hop over to here and look at all the most recent skins, it was the top performing skin. So people wanted it. The garage door sold ever so nicely, and now people have a collection continuation that's appeared very quickly. Very nice, very cool. So, Ultramarine, you are now a deplorable collection. Will we see more being produced this weekend? I won't be surprised. Small box, other door, we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, so as long as we keep seeing more, I'm pretty sure it'll sell very nicely, and I'm pretty sure we'll get a nice bit of momentum. However, do not be surprised if it stops after 2 or 3 acceptances. And do not be surprised if it still drops off eventually once we reach around the October time. Go take a look at Shadowborn. That was a very successful collection that came out earlier this year. Progressed ever so nicely. Recently got a rug skin. Yeah, whilst this is still doing okay. Now, eventually, these are very likely to go below the Rust Store price as well. Give it time, wouldn't be surprised. But it was expected. We've been warning everybody about the potential problems we'll see. So, alright, cool. Anyway, let's go get a good look at this box. Get a good look at the box. A nice, cool blue design. We're discussing this past Monday, like with every brand new skin. But when we look at this, we thought, yeah, no, it looks cool. The shattered design, the reflection that we see on the lighting. Oh, yeah, you know what? What if I did this? There you go. You can see the light reflecting on that. Ever so nice. It's got that nice cool blue aesthetic. We came up with the idea that it's kind of like a lava lamp in a way, you know. Not too bright, not too disturbing. But if you could get like a full batch of deplorables like this and put them all around your base, you've got a nice little vibe going on there, don't you? Right. Get a good look at that. So yes, that is a cool looking large box, but it certainly isn't the first large box that looked pretty cool, isn't it? So now we have to question, is this going to do alright, or are we going to potentially have problems? So it's time for the fun part. Oh dear. Large boxes. Let's go ahead and take a look at all of those and see how well they're currently performing. And well, Let's go see. Well, we got 2 of them doing all right, and then the others are like, Right, how low are they actually? So, first of all, just to point out, Twitch drop, Twitch drop, Twitch drop, and of course, charity skin. We've had a lot of interesting skins being given to us so far this year. Does that affect all the newer skins that get accepted? Well, I mean, I will bring this up. 245 large boxes. Much like Sheepman Adores, much like AK-47s, there is a lot of them. Highest price. How high does this compare to all the other skins? Well, it's actually smack bang in the middle. That's actually not too bad. That means overall, there's a lot of large box skins that sell for a higher price. And that would be a good thing. But maybe quite a lot of them sold in a Rust store at higher prices as well. We should also mention that there are storage collections, so, you know, the vast majority of those would be expected to be doing quite alright. Regardless. That right there, I will sit here and say, by default, I'd assume there will be more deplorables being produced, and therefore, potentially, it'll be rising up in price ever so nicely when those potentially get accepted as well. But when and if, face punch, they decide. So, regardless, cool looking design, I'm sure people will appreciate, I'm sure people will like. By all means, if you like it, buy it, use it, enjoy it, support that skin creator, keep them nice and motivated to keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future. If you like it, just buy it for yourself, treat yourself, enjoy it. But if you're looking at it as an investment, wait till Wednesday, see how many have sold, then make a consideration, alright? Alright? Cool. So, that's that. Jeeba, keep up the good work. You've done a splendid job with the likes of this. And I do expect more deplorables coming out very soon, because that was made as soon as possible after the garage door was accepted. And yeah, wouldn't be surprised if we see more. I would like to see a table and chair. We haven't been seeing table and chair skins in a very long time. Be brave, do it. Or a water purifier, do it. But just to remind all of you very quickly, that garage door did about 30,000 sales. That's quite a lot. Okay, cool. Let's now move on to the next skin. And I am optimistic for this skin, the Abyss SAR. So let's just get the ball rolling. The Abyss collection, how's that currently faring? Well, it's doing pretty okay. It's doing really nicely. It's doing very well for itself. Quite a lot of skins accepted. Lovely designs produced by the likes of Mr. Little Ranger, the person with the second most skins accepted in all of Rust. And with what we see there, yeah, the price is doing good. People like it, people want it, and it's doing A-OK. But more specifically, let's compare to the AK. Because that AK right there is one of how many AKs from last year that are doing very nicely at the moment? Only 2 AKs that came out in 2023 are currently in the positive. In total, we had 44 skins. I said this earlier. Abyss AR, scroll, and Kiss AR. They're the only ones that are currently in the positive. All the other ones, So, I'm sure that might relax you a little bit in regards to, okay, that's fine. And I will sit here and say this. With the likes of AK's behaviour, we tend to see very similar behaviour with SARS, alright? So if I were to just quickly look at all the SARS that came out over the past 2 years, whilst there might be a few that are doing alright, the vast majority, So yeah, we got Thundergold SAR doing A-OK. We got the likes of Blackstone SAR doing reasonably okay. Then last year we had the likes of the Redemption SAR that was doing alright. Chameleon SAR, you dropped down a little bit. I'm sure you recover. But anyway, look at all of these. Only one's in the positive there. Look at all of these. Only 2 are in the positive right here. Now we have the Abyss SAR. I will not be surprised in the slightest if this potentially ends up like this. But I have to really get this point across. Initially, with the Abyss AK-47, it did dip down in price. There's only 31 of these listed on the Steam market, currently sitting here at $4, with a lot of barter support. Get a good look at that. But the initial prices, it did go down. Went up a bit, down again, and then up again. Down a bit, up again. It's here, and it's here. That, at its lowest point, was selling for around just under $2, when it sold for $3 in the Rust store. So with that, and just to remind you, this... just before Christmas, a lot of skins were suffering around then, so it instantly drops off. As we pointed out for a very, 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 very long time, we're almost looking at the likes of October soon. In 2 months, we're going to have October. October time is expected to be the worst time for all skins in terms of less people playing the game, less demand for skins, lower skin prices. Most skins in general will reach their lowest point in this year in terms of price. So, maybe the SAR does drop off initially. But I will sit here and say, in the long term, January 2025, post-Christmas, or summer 2025, I will not be surprised in the slightest if this, ever so cool looking, let me just stop staring at you, go away you. I've got to go back in here and get my SAR. I was just leading up to that point very nicely and I didn't have it in my hands. Whoopsie. Okay. This SAR right here, I will not be surprised in the slightest if this is doing A-OK. I will not be surprised in the slightest if this ends up in the positive and works out as a nice investment. Long-term thinking. Maybe it's going to work out all right because a lot of people will be invested in it initially. That's fine. If you like the skin, by all means go for it because useful aim sight, very cool looking design from Little Ranger. It doesn't glow. Just to confirm that real quickly. Doesn't glow. Doesn't glow. But the aim sight does stand out quite nicely. Ooh, just use an aim sight. Shut up. Get the hollows out. But yeah, you can see that. Stands out nicely. Cool, 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 cool. Now, if I were to turn the lights on and just get a little bit closer, just to get a good look at all of that bump mat there. Look at that. That is very, very nice. Lovely piece of work. Right, let's hop over to here. Turn on the stage. Hedge is coming. Right, here we go. Yeah, that is a beautiful looking skin right there. It's $3 and I'm not surprised, you know. Sometimes quality costs a little bit more. But if you appreciate it, if you like it, maybe it's worth all those pennies. Right, so in terms of investing, I'm still going to wait until Wednesday. But I will sit here and say this. If you desperately had to, you know, spend some money right now, I wouldn't say no. This is probably a very, very good option. It's in a very interesting spot, and I get the feeling it might not sell too much. The Abyss AR, just to remind all of you, that only did like 13,000 subscribers. At the current position that this is in, it might not be selling that much compared to all the other skins. It's selling at $3. It's kind of pricey. But, it could still lead to some very nice profits. Earlier this year, we had the Thunder Gold SAR. We were confident in that. That sold at like $3, $3.49. Now it sits at above $4. Still led to a profit. We were confident in it. It led to success. Cool. That right there, I can't help but assume it's going to be very, very similar. So, I hope my words were reassuring. I hope the skin looks very nice. Come on, let's go back over to you. Put it in my hands. Give it a quick little reload. Because that is looking sublime. Aim down again. Aim down again. Where's a scientist? Where's an animal? Bang, 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 bang. I can't find them. But you get the idea. That is a cool looking skin. Absolutely awesome looking. And I will sit here and say this now. I will not be surprised in the slightest if we get a whole batch of Abyss weapon skins now. Seeing that being accepted, very cool. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye on Little Ranger's collection. And, of course, Graham Cohen as well. Sorry about that. Sorry. So, yeah. Thompson, MP5, SAT, revolver, please. Revolver, please. Yeah, the Abyss collection looks like it's going to get a new lease on life with some weapon skins now, because we've had plenty of clothing and armor, and, of course, plenty of deplorables. I still think we'll see, you know, get some more deplorables here and there. That double door's still doing all right. People like it. I don't know what else to say. People like it, and it's very safe by the looks of it. So, still very likely will dip below its RustHelp price, but eventually will still lead to a lovely little bit of success. Need I say any more? If you want to be 100% more confident, wait till Wednesday. Look at the sales then. If it's looking like it's 13,000 subscribers, mate, jump in then. Jump in. I very likely will be buying a bunch of those, especially after last night, after I exhausted my account. Doing the barders with the normals last night, I've got one of my accounts in a position where I can't add any more money to it and I can't do any more barders with it. All I can do is direct purchases. Right then, so we'll leave it at that. Abyssar, you are interesting. I like you. I'm keeping an eye on you. Hellborn Crossbow. Right. So you know how last week we had that weird situation, you know, with the glow-in-the-dark, bow skin? Oh dear. Yeah, it's a glow-in-the-dark crossbow. Just to quickly confirm to you. Yeah. Cool design. Cool design. I will give it that. It's cool. It's cool. But, yeah, we got a bit of a problem, you know, and people got to spot it. So let's just go play this game again. I'm going to go run over here and stand on that cliff, and I'm going to go pull myself away, turn it to night time, and see how easy it is to spot me. So, yeah. Right, let's go stand there. Strike a pose. Look beautiful. Yes. Now I'm going to go hop over to here. Come on, a little bit faster. Perfect. Right, let's go over to here. I can see me. Now, by default, during the day, if I was just running past, I probably wouldn't notice that. Well, someone with keen eye probably would. But with this, yeah. Let's turn these lights off as well. Yeah, you can spot that. As I get closer and closer, you can eventually see that it stands out more and more and more. Yeah, awkward. And if they're running about, they'll still be spotted as well. So, yeah, I can't help but assume this is likely going to suffer. Now, you're going to probably sit there and say, well, it's not like we've had other crossbows that glow in the dark. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. So let's go quickly hop back over to my eyes, and let's go quickly adjust it back to daytime. Let's go fly over here. And let's go question some previous instances of glow-in-the-dark crossbows. Right. By default, I don't instantly know all of them, but I can go to sum.app's item section. Wait it out a bit. It might take a while. Come on, hurry up. Right, what I can do is I can do a refined search. So I'm going to look at all the crossbows. Diddly-do. Crossbows, please, sir. Where are they? There we are. So there's the crossbows. And now I could just flick the glow switch. And now, huzzah, we've got only one. Oh, well, there you go. It's the crossbow from hell, which came out in 2022. So, I didn't mean to click its SMM page. I want to look at the market page, please. But yeah, let's just get the details first of all. So, I seem to have froze. Steam, what are you doing? I hate you so much. This only has 33 listings on the Steam market. It's currently sitting here at just over $2. But looking at what we see here, there were, in total, 14,500 subscribers. Interesting. Oh, look, I'm right there. I hope I didn't buy them straight. Anyway, with what I see here, eventually it worked out quite alright. This came out 2 years ago. Yeah, we'll say 2 years ago. It's more like just under 2 years ago, but it's fine. Anyway, there's hardly any listings, but the barters are still not going up to the price it sold for. The demand isn't that strong. How much did it sell in the past 24 hours? 10. Yeah, it was manipulated before. Oh, sorry about that. So, yeah, overall, I am very, very sorry to say, but I just don't have a lot of faith in regards to our brand new Hellborn Crossbow. Now, look, at the end of the day, if you think it looks cool, by all means, just buy it, appreciate it, like it, enjoy it, treat yourself. But in terms of, could I potentially flip this and get a lovely bit of profit? Well, have you seen crossbows? Let's just get a good look at this first of all. So, cool looking design, very, very nice. The eyes do look very, very cool. But will it hold up well? That's the main question. Right then, let's go take a look and see with our eyes. Hopping back over to here. Crossbows in general. How are they holding up? Are you going to take forever? Come on, hurry up. I'm looking like an idiot here. Okay, cool. Alright, so. Oh wait, what? That's the first crossbow in all of 2024? Really? Well, okay then. That's down by 2, that's down by 27, that's down by 15, that's down by 18, that's up 20, that's evens, that's up by 16, that's down by 9, that's down by 16. The majority of them are in the negative, but there's still a reasonable amount that are doing good. I mean, look at the year before, and it drops off to a point where it's more evens. Actually, it's a little bit better. Crossbows can work out quite alright, but I do remember, when I looked at these skins quite some time back, all of these were struggling very badly. Now, this got manipulated, this got manipulated. People have always liked that one. They've never really cared for that one. You're glow in the dark. You've done all right. You're even still. No one really cared for that one. People like that one to a point, and people like that one because it's got transparency. This lot, it's been a lot more questionable, but you're starting to see some work out quite nicely. That was manipulated. I remember that. Hellborn. This did 11,600, this did 10,600, this did 10,300, this did 5,000, this did 16,000 subscribers, this did 30,500 subscribers. Are you even going to sell that much? You're like the third slowest selling skin at the moment. I don't really want to rush into buying it. Being brutally honest, I don't want to rush into buying it. I'm looking at it, I'm trying my best to get a good answer, but honestly, it's $2.49, it glows in the dark, and I'm worried. I was worried about the bow skin last week. Good look at that in about a week or two's time, see if it's still in the positive. Remember, this has only just become marketable. You can't judge it now. You've got to wait until at least everybody who owns it has the ability to sell it, and then see how it performs. I can't help but assume the crossbow is going to follow suit. Again, cool looking design. I like it. It looks cool, but I would have preferred the non-glowing version. And I do believe the skin creator did provide both. So, yeah. Kelmo, at the very least, cool looking design. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some more from him. Alright then, so, whoa, what did I just do there? What did I just do there? I did something really weird there, and I'm not going to do that again. I have no idea what I just did. I did like a weird loop. Right, okay, hopping back over here. Oh, okay, quarantine sap. Quarantine sap. Things are a little bit different with the likes of this. Oh, let's give you a quick little reload. Yep. Aim down. Very perfectly fine looking white aim sight. However, it's got a little bit of black in it, like a bit of a smudge, which should still be helpful in like the snowy areas. Now, if I were to just quickly hold it up, how's it fare? Well, it does brighten up a fair bit. If you care about that, cool. Just get, Crossfire X, Kovacs, it's cheap. Just had sales. Anyway, hopping back over to here. Get a good look at this sap. Now, first of all, look at the shine on that. That looks really nice. And then I'll put it over here. Yes, Mr. Sir Q and Candytron with a very, very, very cool looking reflective sap skin right here. The infection spreads. Alright, so this is a cool looking sap right here. Quarantine weapons, a very strange mystery to me because I still do not fully understand why loads of people just happen to go crazy for them. What do you mean? Let's go take a look. Here's the first positive, quarantine weapons. Except the AK, all of them have gone up into the positive ever so nicely. The MP5, the crossbow, the SAR, even the Thompson. Now let's just quickly remind you, early this year, we've received quite a lot of Thompsons in general, haven't we? Thompson, not Thompson. Anyway, wasn't too long ago that we got that. And at that point, it was the Ninth Thompson, based on the progress of acceptances, it looked like we're going to match up to last year's 17, which was quite absurd because Thompsons used to be a rare sight to see. Well, not anymore, apparently. Anyway, I was really doubtful. I was looking at all the other Thompsons up to that point, and I thought, oh, that's going to be a big problem. No, it's been doing all right. It's been doing fine. Not insane, but it's been doing fine. So, with what we have going on here, with hardly any listings, with the positivity, with the strong buy orders, people like it. Venom, I mean, maybe X-Loaded, maybe, but will the exact same thing happen to the sap? I'm going to sit here and say, I lean towards it being a very nice benefit, because by default, saps are not like Thompsons. Let me just close all these now, because I've got like a lot of like excess tabs being built up here. Go away. Shoo. Right. Saps. This year, in the summer, well, technically more like that over the past 2 years, they've been performing ever so nicely. Look at all of them. Right, so, some of these older ones that don't look pretty, alright, they're down in price. But only down by 7 and 13. That's not ridiculous. That's fine. Look at all the saps that came out in 2022. Only one of them's down in price. All the others, perfectly fine. But please acknowledge this. They are not up by insane prices. They are just nice, solid, and stable. Up 15, up 16, up 36, up 31, up 58, up 66, and up 40. Very nice. Nothing wrong with that. Cool. Last year's skin, you got 1, 2, 3 of them in the positive. And with the batch that we have so far this year, 4 out of 5. This only recently became marketable. Give it a little bit more time. Wouldn't be surprised if that ends up in a positive, much like the Ronin sap. That was accepted about a month ago. Guys, this quarantine sap is looking to be a perfectly fine, stable option to consider buying. Yeah, this week, when it comes to weapons, it actually looks like 2 weapons are going to be the best thing to consider buying as a profit. Now, how big will the profit be? Probably not that much. But I will sit here and say this. If you're in a position like me, where you can't really do much with your account anymore, take, for example, as I said, my account, which has basically reached the absolute maximum amount of money I can put onto it, which is £1,700, which should be equal to around 2,000 American dollars. Well, basically, I can't add any more money to it, and I made sure with the barters I did last night that I cannot do any more barters onto it either. I can't do anything except do direct purchases. Which, you know what? As a very safe option, I'm looking at this app right here, and I'm questioning, you know what? Might buy 100. And you might sit there and say, are you sure? Yeah. Look, I'm not going to be upset if I have to wait maybe until next summer to be able to sell these and make maybe a little bit of profit, or at the very least go evens. I can take all of the saps that I bought and throw them onto another account. I can move my Steam wallet from one account to another and sell those saps and still make profit, and the wallet went from one account to another without having to worry about the tax. I've done it many times in the past with various different purchases. It's available for you to do. It's up to you. So, will this be an insane profit? I doubt it. It'll probably be up like 30%. But you know what? You're still going to make some profit out of it. And yeah, these saps do sell quite nicely. I've been selling a lot of redemption saps. I've been selling quite a lot of sap nanas as well. Chameleon saps, they sell fine. And I bought most of them on buy orders, so there's been quite a lot of profit made out of it. Saps are reliable. Saps are stable. It's looking to be a perfectly fine thing to consider purchasing into. Unfortunately, it's not abnormal. That's a big problem. We could have greatly have used the likes of the advantage of having the extra time to get a good look and see what the barter support looks like. But hey, at the end of the day, I can't help but assume this beautiful little sap right here very likely would be a perfectly fine option to actually consider buying. Now, as I said, if you desperately had to buy some things from the Rust store this week, both the sap and the SAR definitely look like perfectly fine options. And yes, eventually I would expect it to reach up to a profit. Remember, saps are reliable. Quarantine weapons have some sort of major fan club that absolutely adores them. So, hey, it's got more positives than negatives. I can't really think of that much that could go wrong for it, other than it might sell too much. But you know what? Second lowest selling skin so far. If that does below 10,000 sales, I will probably be buying maybe a little bit more, because there wouldn't be that many of them on the Steam market. And it very likely will rise up ever so nicely in the future. Oh, yes. So, things are looking good. I feel like I've said more than enough there. It's up to you how you go about that. But, yeah, I feel like you probably feel a little bit, you know what? Yeah, I feel like buying a sap now. Right, you good? Right, let's move on to the final skin. Right, I've got some questions, okay? I don't hate it. I don't hate this double barrel shotgun. But I do have some questions that I want to go over. So let's just quickly put all this away. And I have another double barrel shotgun with me. But you might notice something. What's that, Hedge? What's wrong? This is our brand new double barrel Baguette. And it is absolutely fresh out the oven. Oh, it's got that lovely smell. It's beautiful, but it smells quite familiar. It's as if it's been done before. Oh, it's Crolay's Twitch drop from last year. Oh. Yeah. Cool. Who got this for free last year during Twitch Rivals? I think a lot of you. Look, at the end of the day, okay, cool. We got a collection continuation for the Sleeping Baguette that came out like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I'm pretty sure Diva Dan will be producing a lot more bread. Do you like bread? It's good for you. Eat to it butter and maybe some jam. But yeah, bread is good. Do you like bread, chat? Say it with me, do you like bread? Anyway, so aim down. There is no like special coloured aim sights you can do for double barrel shotguns. It can't be done. But you can still see the nice little cloth from the picnic with all the bread. So yeah, alright, at the end of the day, it's still creative, it's still fun, it's goofy, it's silly, and I know a lot of people would appreciate such a thing, alright? Is it going to hold up very well? Now we have to question double barrel shotguns. And away we go! Right, double barrel shotguns. Last year you did not do very well, but this year we haven't been getting that many, only 2. Oh well, okay. Very well then. Now, over the past few years, we used to get a lot of double barrel shotguns, but Face Punch seems to have changed their tune. Basically, we used to see tons of double barrel shotguns and yet hardly any pump or water pipe shotguns. But based on what we see so far this year, you know, we've got a reasonable couple of water pipe shotguns and a decent amount of pump shotguns. We've slowed it down now. That's fine. Now, when we're getting a lot of, you know, double barrel shotguns, it did end up with pretty much all of them in the negative. Very unfortunate to see, but yeah, shouldn't be too surprising. Far too many options being produced. Hardly any of them stand out. But with what we're seeing here, with a lot less from last year, Bambi Blaster's doing a little bit better, Blackout double barrel shotgun's doing a little bit better, not too surprised by that. The banana, the double banana's doing okay as well. Bread. How much will you sell? Will it work out quite right? Because as I said, we've already got the Twitch drop. It's right there. It literally came out in September 2023. It's awkward. $2, or just use this still. Feel free to sit there and, you know, comment. Which one do you prefer? The brand new double baguette or Crolay's authentic and French double barrel? Yes, Master Crowley is French. It is the real deal. Alright, anyway, we've got that point across. Let's just go look at it up close now. Give it a good look. Fetch me the butter. Look, oh, sorry, I got too close. The flares in my eyes. Looking very nice, looking very fresh. All right, quick. Yeah, now we can get a little bit closer at the detail. Look at all nice and crusty on the top. Look at the glaze. It's not supposed to be shiny, I guess, but look at the glaze. It's got sugar. Nah, I'm joking, but yeah, nice. Cool looking design. Pretty cool. Very fresh. Lovely piece of work there, Diva Dan. You've done a splendid job of all the Twitch drops recently, and it's very nice to see you producing something like this. Diva Dan, do something really cool, like make a bread chair and a table. Do it. Bread chair. Bread chair. Come on, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Or a bread waterproof eye. Nah, you could go nuts with the bread design. We could go make a house full of bread and whatnot. Maybe we'll do different types of bread. Who knows? What could we do? You could do like a flat bread for a rug. You know, like a nice naan. Oh yeah. Now I want to have Indian food. Anyway, we'll see how it turns out. Goofy idea, but it has been done. But it's up to you. Now, I will not be surprised if that becomes the lowest selling skin, most likely due to that. Most likely probably due to the fact that people probably don't feel the need to want to get a double barrel shotgun right about now. We shall see. Anyway, regardless, cool looking design. But with that not being abnormal, it's a bit awkward. I will sit here and say I wouldn't be surprised if it does go below its rust price. Even the Thunder Gold double barrel from earlier this year, even that went down by 15%. So, inevitably, October time, it'll very likely drop off. But what else could we potentially see of the Baguette? And look, even that went down by 6%, as expected. So, we'll see how it all turns out. But I would love to see more. So, keep an eye on the workshop. We'll see what gets produced next. Bread. Alright, cool. So, oh, I've clicked something. Didn't mean to. Go away. Right, okay. That's it. That's a wrap. That's everything. I hope you enjoyed the showcase. Now we have to quickly go over the details in regards to last week's skins. And then yap about other things. Cool. So, this is the last week batch of skins. And these skins did sell quite nicely. Now, they very likely benefited with the late Rust rotation today. This did 29,713 subscribers. Okay. You know what? That's fine. Not going to complain. That's done quite nicely. People liked it. We got the extra skin accepted. Yeah, it's fine. That's cool. Not going to complain. We will be seeing more garage doors. It's going to happen. Will that suffer because of it? We shall see. Today, it gets a bit of a boost because we got the instant continuation. In the future, how will you hold up? We'll just have to wait and see. So, Jeeba, it's in your hands. With the likes of Black Diamond Tier 3, I said this last night and I'll say it again. I can't help but assume the skin creators are going to bide their time, wait it out a little bit. They will want to make sure that if they were to make a sequel for the likes of this, Tier 2, Hoodie and Pants, they're going to probably wait just before we reach September. They will probably want to aim for the September Force Wipe. Now, if I quickly just hop over to here real quickly update. Whilst there is Hack Week currently going on, some of the developers appear to be just making sure new content works out perfectly fine in the world. So if I could just quickly find Vincent. Where are you, Vincent? Show me where you are. I keep seeing the Pikachu with the mustache. And not Vincent. Vincent, where are you? I can't find you. I'm trying to find World 2. I could probably just type it in, but I don't know how it was posted. I'm trying to find a guy called Vincent. There he is. No, yeah, well, yeah. All right, World 2. There we go. World 2 update. Right, so as I scroll down to the bottom, you might notice we see the likes of Legacy Woodpile. And what else do we see? The Cliffs remake. There's also, this is done differently, but basically we saw them testing out the new Cliffs, the new dive sites, the new Wreck Boy, the Radtown Redux, and the new Legacy log piles, which might be a DLC. In short, I can't help but assume there's a lot of content on the horizon for the likes of September Force Wipe. For August, there wasn't anything. It was just, you know, like some fixes, the tin can alarm. Anyway, you get the idea. It looks like they're prepping for some really juicy details in 4 weeks' time. Yes, it's 4 weeks. We're still a ways away. So, with that, knowing that, smarter, wiser skin creators want to wait it out, make sure their skins look ever so nice and beautiful, put them in the workshop just at the right time, and lo and behold, if they get accepted, when loads of people are going to be wanting to jump in, with curious minds looking at all that brand new content, these guys know for sure that there's going to be a lot of people looking at the Rust store as well. They'll see their skins, they'll think, wow, that looks awesome, and buy them. Much like how with the likes of August last week, we peaked at 172,000 people, which was a lot better compared to the previous year. Actually, no, it's the very same. It's the very same. Point still remains. All these people appeared last week when today we only peaked at 133,000. It's smarter to have your products out when there's a lot more people looking. So with that, this did just over 20,000 subscribers. This did just under 19,000 subscribers. Yes, they both beat the likes of Commando sales. But which one will actually get a sequel? Will it be Commando or will it be Black Diamond? We shall see. We shall see. Oh, we shall see. So I kind of do lean more towards the likes of Bad Trip and Hulk's Black Diamonds. So keep an eye out and observe. Alright then, with the likes of the Neon Lighthouse Door, that did 17,000 subscribers, but I can't help but assume it's still going to go below its RustHelp price. The skin creator did not produce another Neon deployable skin, unfortunately, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it this weekend. Yeah, this is the unfortunate fate for the Lighthouse Door. I'm very sorry to say, but far too many sheep in the doors exist, far too much compared to. Prices do not hold up very well. Quarantine Rock, you were one of the skins that became marketable today. You are looking pretty cool. You have 15 listings already. Your barter's going all the way up to about $1.50. Yes, indeed. So, yeah, we'll see how it turns out. I did talk last night, sitting there saying rocks rarely go below $1, and you very likely, I doubt it, will be going down too bad. I reckon you might have a pretty interesting future along with the weapons. But is a rock a weapon or is it a tool? Is it going to end up like those quarantine weapons where they all just end up going up in the price, going up in price, or is it just going to be stable or whatever? Basically, we did some reasonable buy orders. We'll see how things turn out. I think it should be okay. Okay, cool. Neon Wire Bow is already down by 25%. Well, really? That quick? Apparently, yeah. What? Well, there you go. Ta-da! Sold for $2. It's already down at $1.50. There you go. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, just remember that's done 14,000 subscribers, which is a lot more compared to many other bows that have come out over the past 2 years. Yep. There's not many bows that match up to that. Stormbow does. All the others are below that. Oh my, I worry for that. Beyond Reason Wooden Door, you're doing okay at the moment. Yes, we did get that rug skins produced over the past weekend. It unfortunately wasn't accepted today. Hey, you know, maybe in the future, we'll see. Looks awesome, looks crazy, looks like something a lot of people would appreciate, especially with their rug from hell. You know, you could put that on the walls with the rug from hell all around and whatnot. Have a lovely little aesthetic, you satanic little children, you. Anyway, cool. So there very likely will be more skins produced for the likes of that. Wooden Door, you might have only done about 13,000 subscribers, but maybe you do work out quite nicely. Heater AR, 11,600 subscribers. That's not nothing. That's quite a fair bit. All AKs, unfortunately, aren't going to hold up very well. And, well, you particularly don't really stand out super great. We've just got the likes of 2 Twitch drops that look amazing, that are AK-47. So, yeah, you're very likely to get lost in a shuffle, and very likely will lose attention. People might forget you, and you will lose value because of that. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And that Adobe Furnace, much like what I said last night, I'm probably not going to bother with it. I didn't bother with it. I didn't do a buy order. I just looked at it and thought, whatever. Yeah, I don't have very high hopes for that. The barter's only going up to 60 cents, basically. No, that is going down. Down, 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 down. So, awkward, unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, yeah, and how's that front page currently looking like right now? So, yeah, things have changed a bit, but people are still buying the Ultramarine Garage Door so much that it's on the front page. So that's very nice to see. Very cool, very cool. Neanderthal Clothing, have you gone up a fair bit? More listings? Let's just go ahead and see. And, yeah, more listings have appeared. Not a lot, but more. And, there you go. Oh, look, there's some interest in this garage door. Better go dump 26 of them. Smart idea there, guy. Well done. Good job. And same thing? Nope, you're just the same. Cool. All right, fine then. So, yeah, other people exist and other people will ruin your happiness. Cool. Right, so, anything else that needs to be addressed? Well, player count's looking pretty okay for the likes of August so far, but I do believe it will drop off, much like with the likes of last year. It will drop off quite significantly compared to the likes of what we see with the summer, and then once we reach around September, oh dear, the kids go back to school, less people play the game, less demand for skins, lower skin prices, but we've said that more than enough, you get the idea. So, with the likes of next month, we're now steering towards that. I really do believe Radtown Redux has to be ready by then. It's been worked on for about 4 or 5 months now. So, yeah, with a lot of new content on the horizon, a lot of very curious people jumping in, taking a look and wanting to play, and of course we'll see that likes of that brand new Rust store then, so we'll probably get some interesting juicy skins likes of that. Again, we'll see. Right, is there anything else that I should point out? I should point out recently I put out this video for RustHelp. There's a brand new Rust Wiki in development. RustHelp right here is under heavy development. It's still, you know, a work in progress, but they're definitely asking for help. If you want to help out after what happened to Rust Labs, if you want to help out get a brand new website to fill that void, it's right here. They have a Discord available. I'm currently in it as well. And, you know, it's made by the guys that made Rust maps. So have you ever seen their 3D viewer? In the future, they do intend to actually implement this into RustHelp as well. So I don't really know my way around the launch site. So I'm going to go click this and doodle-doo, it's going to load up, and here we go. Look at this 3D monument viewer. Now, it might not be for everyone. You probably know your way around perfectly fine, but for someone who's a lot more newer, maybe it might be one of your friends that you introduced to the game and whatnot, show them this, and here I go. So I need to know where all the loot is. As you can see, blue crates are very notable right there. You can see them. And I can also see where all the barrels are located. If I want to find out where all the scientists are, they're yellow. So if I could just move a little bit faster, I can't. So I'm just going to have to move along. This is a very big monument. Shut up. But yeah, we've got the likes of the recycler just over there. You can see that. You can go inside and see what's inside. There you go. Oh, look, there's a scientist spawn. Better be careful. Better memorize that. But I can see where the loot is. I can work my way around. Very useful, very helpful. There's going to be a lot more features added. They have a roadmap. They have a plan. They just need a little bit more help in regards to bug fixes, finding bugs, you name it. So as I hop back over to... Oh, sorry. As I hop back over to here, I tapped out. Please consider giving us a good look. You know what? I'll link it in the description right now. Please consider joining their Discord. As I said, if you want to help them out, they'd be very grateful. So I put a short video out for them not too long ago. The people behind it sent me a message, said hello. They said they've been working on this a little bit more. You know, for example, I need to find out all the details in regards to how much do I need to craft an AK. Well, it's all there. Wow. And of course, you can still find it. So, oh, where might I find it then? Maybe locked oil rig crates, or just a locked crate in general, looking at the percentage chance and whatnot, the condition it'll come in. You know, very helpful. And I got far too many AKs. I'm going to recycle them. I mean, well, here you go. Safe zone recycler, the output there. The Radtown recycler, the output there. It's all presented right there in front of you. I want to destroy a wooden door. Well, just go search for it there. You got the search in the top right, wooden door. Now, what ridiculous way could I do to destroy this wooden door? Well, as I scroll down, you can see. So, straightforward, I could use a rocket. Ugh. That costs money. I don't want to do that. I want to use 9 salvage swords, or 12 long swords, or 15 machetes, or 36 jackhammers, or do you know what? Scroll. 53 bone knives, or 500 vampire stakes, 42 maces, 89 snowballs. Really? Okay. 102 candy canes, 139 bone clubs, 118 rocks. I will be there for 3 hours, smacking that wooden door with 308 torches. I will do it. I assure you, I will do it. Or maybe multiples of us. Anyway, you get the idea. You can see all of that, the various different options. You can be efficient with your time or your resources. So RustHelp, it's all there. Please consider giving it a good look. You get the idea. Right, so anything else that needs to be addressed? I think that's it. I could point out some of the skins that we've seen going down in price somewhat recently have actually rebounded. I would definitely recommend you give this a good look. Basically, some notable skins from the likes of the Whiteout Collection, Brutalist Garage Store, the Comics AR, and a few more. Go take a look at them. If you own them, go take a look at them. Some of them might have dipped down in price a fair bit, and then, of course, as I said, went back up. So Whiteout Hoodie was the best example. So this is normally always on the front page. People like the Whiteout Collection. People would always like to potentially buy one for themselves. Blah, 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 blah. You get the idea. Anyway, nice camouflage. Get a good look at this. Right now, this lowest listing is sitting here at $12.50. But if I look at the sales history recently, you might notice a bit of a weird behaviour. So in the lead up to June, it actually peaks. Most skins this year peaked at some point in June. Pretty much all of them. But certain notable skins, whilst they drop off, back up. And I don't fully know why they've rebounded. I thought after this it'll slowly go down and dip down pretty hard. Like, look at last year, for example, around October. Yep. So summer last year, then it drops off. Not by a massive amount, but it still dropped off. I thought that was going to happen all over again. No, it's rebounded. Now, still, we haven't reached September yet. Still, not all the kids have gone back to school yet. But eventually, inevitably, less people will be playing the game. Less demand for skins will be happening. Awkward. I had a bit of a guess because with what's happened recently with the likes of the, what do you call it? Bitcoin, crypto, that's it. Sorry. With the likes of crypto suffering, I can't help but assume crypto guys might be investing back into games. If crypto's going down, they could quickly jump in and buy out the likes of CS cases, which has happened, and, well, they've started to go up in price. Yes, I get the feeling, whilst plenty of people might have already jumped on to the likes of Counter-Strike, so right now the lowest listing for this glove case is $8, and as you can see, that's just been going up, and it went up very strongly quite recently, yeah? I can't help but assume people are now also looking at the likes of Rust skins, finding out what are the notable skins, investing their money into it, trying to retain the value that they have, the stock, the money, because, Bitcoin went down pretty sharp. Now, this is a big, fat, massive guess, all right? But if I were to show you this real quickly, the past 6 months, mate, it went up and it went down. It lost like 20% of its value. It has started to go back up again, but yeah, maybe it's a little bit too volatile at the moment and people want to just kind of put their money elsewhere. We shall see. Okay, cool. So I have yapped about pretty much everything. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I showcased all the skins reasonably well. I hope I did this video in a reasonable amount of time. Doubtful. But yeah, you get the idea. Right, the Abyssar. I will get you one. Shut up. You want a giveaway? Yes, I do giveaways during my streams, more specifically with the likes of my Rust rotations. So every Thursday, I'm here. Just pop in and say hello. And I will be streaming during this week. So if you want to get those general drops, you know where to look. Thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely week. Enjoy the weekend. Blah, blah, blah. Yap. Goodbye. I don't think I have enough room to get out of it. Yeah, there we go. Right, people, I forgot to do something. I forgot to mention the possibility of complete the sets on the horizon. It is currently the second week of August, and basically, last year, for August 10th, we had complete the sets. Now, this was a bit of an anomaly, because normally we have complete the sets in September, but complete the sets and Most Wanted did happen during August of last year, but considering, it's like the second week now of August already, I don't think it's happening this month, but next month, September. So looking on STM.app, I can go to 2022 very quickly. I can scroll down to September 15th, 2022. There's complete the sets for there. I'm pretty sure next month we're going to have complete the sets, so you should start rubbing your hands in anticipation for what potentially might be a contender. And of course, consider what might be the most wanted skins. So, as I quickly hop over to here, I have the complete the sets candidates collection right here. Now, this is something I produced. It's not official. But from what you can see here are many representatives of candidates of notable collections. Glacial Visage, Shadowborn, Porcelain, Blocky, Dungeon, Fireflies, Cargo Heli, Toxic, Clan Base, Friendly, Rainbow Pony, Blackout, Cocloma. It goes on and on and on and on. And you'll see some very notable skins that you probably like a lot. Clothing and armor, don't get me started. There's tons of it, alright? So remember, it's not the skins specifically that you see right here. They are the representatives of those collections, alright? But, some of the ones that are picked out and shown here are probably some good examples. Anyway, you get the idea. Consider giving this a good look. And, just get yourself nice and prepared for disappointment when Face Punch don't pick the ones that you want. Yay! But yeah, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. But yeah, very likely maybe within a month or so. If not, I'd be very, very surprised. So yeah, look forward to that. Who knows what random skins from the past will be pulled out, and it can go as far back as 4 years. It's normally usually within a year, but it can go as far back as 4 years. So you've been warned or prepared or whatever. So start rubbing your fingers and wondering what might be picked. Cool. Right, now I can disappear. Catch you later. Goodbye.